Hello everyone, I'm Max Lu, a person with disability from Singapore. Some people also know me as Pinmark or Ping Mu. This is the third video in my Practical Life with Limitations series. In my second video, how I cope with frequent insomnia, I mentioned that I have another reason for working remotely from home. The main reason that forced me to work from home is neurogenic bowels, or constipation caused by spinal cord damage that never fully recovered. Since my spinal cord injury in 2011, when I fell from height due to mental illness, I have had to take medications to move my bowels. The medications changed over time and the number of medications grew because some medications become ineffective with frequent usage. Every time after taking the medications, I'll have to stay prepared near a toilet because when my bowels move, it's like diarrhea. So I'll have to rush to toilet immediately to avoid dirtying my surroundings. In the initial years after 2011, the timing of these diarrhea movements could still be predicted based on the time I took my medications, and it's usually quite immediate. Briefly speaking, starting from 2020, just when the COVID pandemic struck, these movements gradually became very unpredictable, and the number of movements each time also increased. Now I take my primary bowels movement medication at night, but the diarrhea bowels movement may happen anytime between 10 to 12 hours, and sometimes even more, and sometimes less, after taking the medicine. Because of this, I now have to wear diapers when I sleep. This medicine is taken once every 2 days, which complicates my weekly schedule because each week has an odd number of 7 days. This means that if I were to work in the office, in week 1 I will go to office on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, while in week 2 I will go to office on Tuesday and Thursday, and it keeps shifting. This type of scheduling has never been accepted by any work on-site or hybrid work company that I've applied for jobs with. I only found a job in 2020, 7 months after I was terminated at another company, courtesy of the compulsory remote work requirement during the COVID crisis. Upon the lifting of the remote work requirement nationwide, I also coincidentally lost my job in 2023, not due to my bowels movement issue. Since then, I have only been able to find occasional work opportunities as a part-time and flexi-time temporary remote worker. For much of the time, I was jobless. Currently, I have one such temp job, earning about $300 a month doing cold calls. Hence, I'm mostly living off my savings right now. These positions are usually also temporary, partly due to my mild cognitive impairment or even pre-dementia, which has made me more forgetful, especially when I'm overloaded with tasks. I'll talk more about this in another video, because as of now, the doctor I'm seeing has no affordable solution for this problem. With regards to my bowels movement, this worsened significantly in October and November 2025. When I was hospitalized twice within a span of less than a month. The first reason for this was that I was taking too many bowel movement medicines, and there was one medicine whose effects I did not know how to manage well. The second reason was that I was still eating vegetables and fruits, and I had to stop most of my fiber intake to prevent my stool from becoming solid. Due to my spinal cord injury, I can't move solid stool effectively, and straining usually leads to bleeding at the anus. Hence, however unfortunately it may seem, having regular, properly induced diarrhea is the solution to my constipation problem, and because of this, I am mostly housebound and work remotely in part-time and flexi-time positions, and can only eat a low-residue diet. In addition, due to the complexities of the medicines I take and the schedule of their taking, I must also be prepared that sometimes I'll have to be hospitalized for unexpected medical effects. I may even have made a mistake because I forgot something. I'm sharing this so employers can understand what flexible really means.